This time on Highway Thru Hell,
Oh my God.
a heavy rollover
Do we even know what's inside of it?
and live rescue land James in the hot seat. A tilted load
The walls ripped apart.
as Jamie's team
Something's wrong there.
in a tough balancing act.
Whoa!
And
It'll be a little rough tumble.
Al and Gord take out the trash.
It's a little on the pungent side.
What's going on with Highway 5?
Near Merritt, BC.
Yeah, be careful. It looks like it's a skating rink. That car went in there pretty freaking violent.
A nasty storm on the Coquihalla Highway.
The road conditions are extremely slippery. When I climbed out of my truck, I almost ended up on my face.
Has Reliable Towing's James Luke winching out his 5th car of the night.
Hopefully this comes out of the ditch. We're out in smaller trucks, just kind of dealing with some of the smaller things.
As James helps another driver on their way.
I have a little bit of a suspicion tonight with the snow we're getting, there's going to be bigger wrecks.
Hello?
I'm coming into the yard. I'm grabbing the black truck.
Returning to base to get his 30-ton record.
Anybody heading southbound from Merritt? There's a truck blocking the whole highway.
James' prediction becomes all too real.
If you're heading on the Coke's closed.
The situation's really urgent. We gotta go like now. I gotta make sure that I'm on the ball.
There's flashing lights like you wouldn't believe.
Just south of Merritt,
Oh my Lord.
Holy, that is quite the mess.
Hey, this one up here at Radar Flats across the highway's bad.
a major wreck has shut down the highway.
Truck was hanging over the no post.
You need to move as far as you can that way.
The gridlock is making it impossible for James to get through.
SUV right in my way.
Cops and ambulance and tow trucks.
At the scene, the situation is dire.
Alrighty, you got it good. You're a very good hands. You're okay. They're gonna get you out.
The driver is trapped.
The guy's still stuck in the truck. The truck is hanging over the mountainside and about to go down darn near 200-foot cliff.
Oh my God.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option.
Oh, I hope the driver's okay. He's pinned, the cab's ripped off the frame. In rough shape.
A driver trapped in a wreck at the edge of a 200-foot drop has a full-scale rescue underway near Merritt, BC.
They got to get this guy out of here. They got to get him out fast.
The Coke is shut down, and reliable operator James Luke is standing by.
To be honest, I don't even know how the guy is alive. That truck is pretty mangled.
To extract the driver, first responders need a vital piece of equipment brought up to the front of the line.
Fire and rescue somewhere back there, I'm not sure where.
Someone's blocking them back there, so they need to obviously get them out.
Yeah,
These guys have blocked the hammer lane. How does Cruz get through?
Fighting his way through traffic,
Oh my God, what a nightmare.
fellow operator Adam LeBeau reaches James.
I'm trying to get Sammy's moved over so we can fire and rescue up here with the cars.
yeah.
He's gonna move over.
They work to clear a path for the emergency vehicle.
Come ahead a bit more.
No, hey, do not block this lane. It has to stay open.
Right now, the biggest thing that's dealing with the trucks, people not moving over for you, giving us the space to do our job.
I want you up behind that truck!
We're just trying to open this lane up for emergency vehicles here.
Adam and James squeezed traffic down to one lane, and the equipment arrives on scene. Now using the hydraulic jaws of life, fire crews cut their way to the driver.
They're cutting them out right now.
He is talking, so that's a good sign.
The lone occupant is finally lifted out of the cab.
They got him out.
He's in pretty rough shape, but he's alive. It's always a good feeling knowing they are out and being taken care of.
Thank you, guys. No problem, buddy.
The driver is rushed to hospital.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
Now the reliable crew must deal with a wreck.
Looks pretty bad. I'm surprised he came out of there in the condition he did. It's straight down a couple hundred feet. Could have been a lot worse than this.
A 53-foot trailer right across the lanes.
With the overnight freight runs at a standstill, the pressure is on to get the road reopened.
Millions of dollars worth of freight come through here, and you can't make money sitting here, right?
The wrecker's going south in the northbound lane right now.
James must reposition his truck to start the recovery.
Just hang tight, guys. I'm going to try and get it out of the way as fast as I can.
My priority right now is getting a lane of traffic open as fast as possible.
It's still connected to the chassis with the fifth wheel?
Yeah, I want to leave it connected. Do we even know what's inside of it?
Doors.
The fully loaded tractor trailer weighs more than 40 tons.
Definitely not a light load, and my truck's a 30-ton truck. I gotta push my truck to the limit.
I'm going to two-line it.
2 tail chains.
2 tail chains.
You have 20-footers? It's gonna be tough. A lot of work ahead of us.
Rigged to the rear of the trailer,
Okay, watch out of the way.
James needs to drag and turn it off the road.
Adam,
But as James starts to winch,
What do you need, boss?
I need you to watch the front of the trailer. The roof.
the trailer
Stop! Separated.
is starting to split open.
It's a huge concern. There's a good chance it's gonna end up spilling on the road.
Where's Jay?
Offloading the trailer would close the coke for hours.
think you guys might be sitting there a while.
So James
The roof is ripped open. That section, that's the part we're worried about.
looks to highway officials to make the call.
Do you want me to still pull and we'll just get everything? Okay?
Even though the roof is broken open, the highways department want a lane of traffic. It's definitely high risk.
We're getting it off the road right now.
Just pray that it'll hold together.
It's holding.
The trailer remains in one piece,
Come on.
but the icy road is making it impossible for James to gain any momentum.
I'm having a very hard time getting my spades to dig into the ground.
It's pissing me off.
You're fighting everything.
A lot of pressure on my winch lines. anything could happen.
Come on, you bastard.
Holy!
Whole lot of truck wheels flying up, eh?
Near Merritt, BC, James Luke's 30-ton wrecker is battling ice and a big load.
This is pissing me off.
An 80,000-pound tractor trailer stretched across the Coke.
There's upwards of 1,000 people waiting on me to open up this road.
Holy for sakes!
She's come undone.
I don't know.
The chain slipped off. Something let go.
Hey, James!
Adam discovers the real problem.
Oh, the cable broke. No.
One of the Black Sheep's 2 winch lines has snapped.
Brand new winch line on it.
Any word on the highway shutdown?
The long line of traffic is growing, and authorities need the road reopened.
What's plan B?
We'll use one winch line just to get it open.
I have highways watching their watches.
With 1 truck and a single winch line,
I need to be more like here so I can pull it this way.
James and Adam have to find a way out.
I'm gonna have to side pull it the best I can.
I only have 1 winch line left. If I break that one, I'm gonna be up the creek without a paddle.
This trailer's half clear of the hammer lane now.
James repositions his wrecker
Yeah, these guys are lined up pretty good here, man.
Okay.
and re-rigs his only line low on the trailer frame.
Okay.
This is the moment where it's either gonna make or break us.
This is gonna be the hardest pull.
Get a good bite and rip her out.
Against all odds,
Good job. I'll unhook everything, we'll get out of here.
the loaded wreck is out of the way,
They got it over. Perfect.
and the Coke reopened.
We're just gonna start getting these people flush so they can be on their way.
A single lane of southbound traffic is moving again.
Reliable did a good job tonight.
Knowing that I got it done, down one winch line, I feel a sense of relief.
The wreck will stay put until morning. But before calling it a night, James has a last look
This guy is damn lucky.
at what could have been.
He was so close to going down this 200-foot cliffside. Could have been a lot worse.
Guys, gotta wait up. It's time to go. Shed open southbound, driver. Safe travels. Get over your line. Now, what's Highway 3 like?
60 miles southwest.
Heavy snow right to Hope.
We're heading up Highway 3 right now.
Jamie Davis is on his way to a call east of Hope.
All I know is the truck went off-road and that they need a recovery.
Tonight, he's driving his first new heavy wrecker in years.
It's a brand new truck. I haven't done a recovery with this truck yet.
Is that ours right there?
This winter,
It's perfect.
Jamie has shifted gears.
We bought the new Mac to have something that's newer, comfortable.
Adding the modern 30-ton wrecker to his old-school fleet.
So this is my new truck?
I've done my time running a lot of old trucks. So at this point, well, I'll be the guy running it.
6 miles up Highway 3.
Yeah, here it is. There's the truck on its side right there.
Jamie and his new wrecker arrive
I guess it must have been pretty icy here.
at the lost rig.
Rolling up on this wreck, I can see that it's on quite a steep angle. Holy! Quite the mess.
Blinded by heavy snow, the semi left the road, crashed into a deep ditch, leaning into a rocky slope.
I bet you that other side's got quite a road rash on it. I've seen them hit the rock faces before, and it's not going to be pretty underneath there.
Was he just coming around this corner and he just overshot it, or?
No, I think he couldn't see. I think visibility.
Oh.
He just drove right off. You could see the marks there, right?
Jamie's stepson Brandon was first on scene.
There's a snowstorm going on and a lot of bends in the road, so it's very important to have the highway set up properly.
With a wreck off the road
Oh yeah, that whole side's torn apart.
and conditions only getting worse,
That's crazy.
the recovery will have to wait until morning.
There's not enough light, bad visibility, snow. It's not going to be safe to do this job.
Brandon will stay on scene to guard the wreck.
Just make sure the competition doesn't get her.
Not gonna happen.
Get Brandon to sit on it overnight. Have him there to look after things until we can get to it the next day.
The next morning,
Just another day on the high road.
Jamie's 45-ton classic wrecker, the General, heads up Highway 3.
Now, Jamie's been out there and he's scouted it.
But today, driver Cam Nino is behind the wheel.
I can't stick around to help out with this wreck. I've got a long haul already booked. So I'm going to get Cam to handle her while I'm gone.
He's going to leave it up to me to get the unload done, recover the unit.
As Cam arrives,
Oh, look at that.
he gets his first look at the wreck.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one here. I see a tractor trailer. It's leaned over on the side end of the mountain. It's going to be an all-day thing here. I think it's going to be pretty frozen in there by the time we're done.
Before Cam can start the recovery, the trailer must be unloaded. But the doors are jammed.
They're hit pretty good, so we're going to have to cut the doors off.
To help Cam out, Jamie sent out his newest recruit, Renato Ramirez.
Renato's one of Jamie's mechanics. Really, really good at what he does.
But there's one challenge. Renato is from South America.
Con las herramientas adecuadas no es tan difícil.
So communication
Brakes?
can be tricky.
He can't speak English. Hey, shh. I have to do my best to figure out how to speak Spanish. Oh, you did it good. Yeah, good. Okay. Bit of a culture shock for us, but at the end of the day, he's perfect.
Today,
Okay.
Be easier to cut through the fiberglass.
1, 2, 3, 4.
it's Renato's job to take the trailer doors off.
You got a gas-powered chop saw when you're standing on a ladder. Oh, you gotta be careful.
Renato has cut the hinges as far as he can reach. But Cam will need to try something else.
They're not fully detached, right? So we're gonna have to use a bit of force. I have to throw a chain. I'll go turn around. And we'll hook it to the General and see if we can rip it out of there.
But using the full power of the wrecker
Drop it down there and I'll grab it through here.
has risk attached.
They can go flying when you got tension. About anything could happen.
Okay, amigo.
Worst thing that can happen if the door comes off wrong is hit somebody.
Okay, watch us up.
No, something's wrong there.
Hey, whoa.
Somebody stay there. There's another wipeout.
On Highway 3,
Okay, watch us up.
Twisted Metal is under high tension
Come on.
as Cam tries to open up the back of a wreck.
Everyone's gonna have to stand back and get out of the way here. No, something's wrong there. Good. It's just one of those things where you gotta do your best, adapt and overcome.
The 1,200-pound trailer door is out of the way,
Okay, let's form a line, guys.
and John Rogers coordinates a crew to remove 50,000 pounds of firewood.
We've got a new trailer coming to offload this product.
Right away, they begin to transfer each heavy bundle by hand.
Throw as much in the trailer as you can get in, boys.
125 miles northeast. Jamie checks in.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, what's happening?
Yeah, I'm getting done.
I'm on the road, so I'm really counting on those guys to look after things for me.
What about the doors? Yeah, you have to get the doors off.
Oh, okay.
Well, just make sure it's safe.
Will do.
Well, it looks like all the plans coming together here. We're handling our long-haul work. And this wreck is really a perfect example of how I want the business to be.
Nice work.
After 5 grueling hours,
The guys are working real hard.
the last bundle of firewood
Okay, that's it.
is out of the wreck and on its way.
Now that we got the trailer unloaded, we can get started on this recovery, get this job done. You know, it's a little bit frozen in. It's not too bad, though.
But as Cam takes a closer look,
Well, see that big thing in there?
he discovers an unexpected obstacle.
Oh, look at that. We got a giant boulder on the front quarter of this trailer. You know, I didn't notice this before because obviously the trailer was loaded. This could be a big problem for us. I think that we could be in a world of hurt here. It's gonna stop us from going forward, so now it's gonna have to come straight over the edge, which totally changes things. Why?
Anybody give me a road report on Highway 1?
55 miles west in the Fraser Valley,
One in the ditch sideways.
a 50-ton wrecker is on the move.
Third semi-wreck in this area this week.
Al Quiring heads to a call on Highway 1.
We've got probably a half-empty shipping container. It'll be a little rough tumble maybe, but we'll get it done.
Al pulls up to a foul situation.
Park back there? Holy cow!
A tipped container carrying 60,000 pounds of trash.
I never get the money truck or a load of Canadian whiskey or anything good like that. I got a load of garbage.
Yeah, you can smell it by now.
It's not for the timid, that's for sure. Fun times. Leave your garbage can under your counter for about a month and a half, and then smell it. We'll work our way through. Stinky as it is.
The Sea-Can was on top of a rig that crashed into the median.
I came in and got over on the edge, and then the inevitable happened.
The Semi was hauled away hours ago. Now the rest of the smelly wreck is in the hands of Al.
We just want to operate it. We could get the cable underneath it.
10 minutes after Al's arrival, a second wiring wrecker is on scene.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Operator Gord Boyd
Stinky, stinky.
will help Al take out the trash.
Little aromatic, isn't it?
This is the problem.
Oh, I don't know about this.
Not the most pleasant smell, but we can't always pick what we deal with.
Let's pick it underneath there, so just see what kind.
But the container has a critical weakness.
This Sea-Can is comparable to a shoebox with the lid off. There's not much strength in the sides. Still quite a bit of weight in there. We're worried that the center section of the sidewall is going to give out and rupture.
So Al and Gord have a plan.
We just hook on the bottom and get a cable tucked underneath.
To keep the garbage can from splitting open. Using both wreckers, they'll wrap lines around the fragile container to hold it together. Then tip it over towards the road.
Well, we're gonna get rigged up right now to get this thing rolled over and get it out of here.
Beauty. Need slack?
A little bit. That'll do.
Al and Gord rig to right the load.
Tighten her up.
Yep.
But there's no guarantee
Don't pull too much.
the wreck won't fall apart.
I don't want to shovel garbage. That's the last thing I want to do.
She's starting to bend a little bit.
Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Oh, I don't like that at all.
Oh yeah, it's stinky up there.
On Highway 1,
She's starting to bend a little bit.
all eyes are on a fragile shipping container weighed down by thousands of pounds of garbage.
I'm a little worried about the side bulging out.
Okay, come on, come on, come on.
Using their 50-ton wreckers, Al and Gord must work in sync, keeping tension on their lines
Keep pulling.
to prevent the low sidewall from splitting open.
That's the dance. Have one guy stop pulling until the other one catches up.
Stop, good.
The 5-ton trash can
Okay, we're good.
has so far survived.
It's garbage. It's a little on the pungent side.
But without wheels, moving the box off the Trans-Canada Highway
I want to get across that highway as fast as possible.
will require a rarely seen maneuver.
This is where things get a little hairy.
I don't know what the hell they're gonna do there.
East of Hope, up Highway 3,
Gotta get an accident scene up here.
an empty tractor trailer is wedged into a rock wall.
I think we're pretty lit up.
And Jamie's crew is ready to start the recovery.
We have a lot of lights coming on here, so we should be good.
Cam Nino is standing by with the general, waiting for backup.
It's going to be a tough recovery.
Earlier today,
Oh, look at that.
Cam discovered it was hung up on a boulder.
We could be in a world of hurt here. To do this right, I'm going to need a bit of help.
Does anybody know how Highway 3 is?
Returning from another job,
We're gonna run up there and give Cam a hand.
Colin McLean and HR 126 are on the way.
I'm just coming back from a long haul, kind of juggling both aspects of the business.
Colin's the senior guy here. He can take the lead on this one and maybe show Cam a few tricks.
Moments later,
Oh, that doesn't look very good at all.
Colin arrives on scene.
It's stuffed in the ditch pretty good. It's gonna be a little bit of work to get it out of there.
All right, let's go take a poo.
Oh, welcome to the party.
You guys cut it all up or what?
Colin's a good operator.
Because she's in there pretty good.
I've known him for years. He'll take the time to teach you.
Right away,
So see that big thing at the front there?
Cam shows Colin what they're up against.
Nice.
The 500-pound boulder.
This boulder's pretty big. Makes things a little bit more challenging.
When the tractor trailer lost the road, it landed, squeezed up against the rocky slope. Normally, the wreck would be pulled out from the front. But the boulder means Colin and Cam have to go in another direction.
I don't want to rip it through the trailer, so it's probably gonna have to come straight out sideways.
And pulling sideways raises the risk of the wreck tipping over.
It's always good to run a high line. When you run that high line, it picks it up. It's just that when we pull it up, I don't want it to fall over.
After a setback a few years ago, I didn't run a high line, and I don't want that to happen anymore.
2 winters ago, Colin learned that lesson the hard way when he decided not to run a high line.
See, the old Colin McLean would have this out of the ditch with no high line.
But rigging the high line over the trailer
To do that, we're gonna need to sort of climb up there.
could be treacherous.
I'll scale up or I'll scale around or I'll figure something out.
I could run that big strap I've got.
But that strap's heavy, right? We see there's a lot of dangers with the dark. It's gonna be slippery. It gets cold again, everything starts freezing up.
Sometimes you second guess what you're doing. You know, is it safe?
Well, you know, we can try it without it.
Where do you want to hook then?
I'll just hook here to the bogies.
Colin makes the call to skip the high line.
My one big thing is nobody gets hurt. It's the best option we have.
With the General rigged to the tractor and HR 126 to the trailer, they'll winch the rig sideways, away from the wall, up to the road.
Perfecto.
Put a couple winch lines on her and give her a little tug. Watch your fingers and toes.
Without the high lines, it's going to be really difficult for us to lift it up and pull it sideways.
Yeah, just your back line.
I don't want to get it to a point where it does tip over.
You know what?
Careful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa!
Busy night for you, tow boys.
On Highway 3,
Careful.
an unstable wreck on an extreme angle
Whoa, 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 whoa.
has Colin and Cam on edge.
Whoa, whoa! Cam, hang on a second.
Without a high line over top of this thing, it's starting to look a little tippy.
If you had a bit more of an angle on it, it would have came straight out. No line something?
Yeah.
Colin adds one more line from his truck to secure the trailer.
There we go. Okay. Now we just kind of want to pull it this way. All right, let's get them drums a turning.
Colin tries again to bring it out sideways, away from the boulder.
more. There's some good stuff right there.
Finally, the rear of the trailer is on the road. But with its axles still deep in the ditch.
Hold on!
Pulling out the 20,000-pound tractor is a tough slog.
The way it's coming out makes everything harder. We're fighting elements.
To get a better grip on the axles,
I'll drop my line and I'll get more of an angle and I'll just grab the bogies and I'll just pull it right out.
Cam wants to reposition the General.
Well, can't you just pull on the back?
Why? But it's going forward.
The farther away you are, the harder it is to pull.
Well, release that down, then lower that down.
But Colin thinks Cam can overcome the resistance
And just pull on the back end.
without moving his truck.
It just keeps going forward.
No, that's fine.
I'm pretty good at this job, I feel. I know enough to get through it and get people through it.
Okay, that's not fine.
But every day's a learning experience up there, so still learning.
The tractor is not moving.
Unhook from that.
So they switch back to Cam's original plan.
I could bust Colin's balls all day long, but you don't get experience unless you make mistakes.
Okay, yeah, move your truck over this way.
Cam moves the General for what should be the final pull.
Can you run a low line there? All right, start pulling on that, see what happens.
Fighting a tight angle and gravity's iron grip.
Keep going!
You're good.
The wreck
Okay.
is up on the road.
That come out pretty good. Decent, Jimmy.
And the 500-pound passenger
Oh, the rock's still stuffed in the trailer. It ain't going anywhere. She's in there.
will be hauled away with the trailer.
We're only going a short distance, so I'm not really too concerned about it.
I'm gonna pull the tractor out from the trailer.
Working with Colin with all his experience, it's always good.
Okay, I'll pull out here.
Okay. Jamie's got me up here as the lead guide, but I don't really think of myself as that.
Okay, let's get the hell out of here before the snow starts.
We're just all working together to achieve the same goals.
We're all done. Just like that.
Back down in the valley,
Bit of a funky smell in the air.
a shipping container full of garbage is out of the ditch.
Time is of the essence here. We've got lane closure in play.
Now, Al and Gord need to move the 10,000-pound container off the highway.
We're running out of time. We're running out of patience. We got to get this thing out of here. We got to do it now.
And Al
We're gonna pick this container up,
has an ambitious plan.
and then we're gonna roll right down off that off-ramp.
The two acquiring wreckers will work back to back in an unusual aerial ballet.
What we're going to try and do here is pick this thing up one truck at each end and walk it off the highway.
Might want to be a little closer, Al.
Oh yeah, well, objects look closer than they appear.
Operating beside live lanes, they rig to the container.
Here we go.
With Al's wrecker at the front
Put the boom up and out.
Okay.
and Gord's truck at the back to drive in reverse.
Okay, tighten it up.
I'm going to back up with 10,000 pounds of steel hanging off two sticks between two trucks.
But to get to the off-ramp, they'll have to cross busy Highway 1.
Traffic control people are gonna come down the freeway at a slow speed just to give us enough of a gap where we can sashay right across the road.
Okay, we got the way.
suspended 10 inches in the air.
Okay, I'll follow your lead.
Al and Gord saddle up for the tense 800-foot move.
Okay, Alexa, whenever you get a big gap there, we're pretty much ready.
Okay, I'll let you know. Okay, Al, go ahead.
Team Green gets the signal.
You don't see that too often.
And the delicate dance begins.
It's pretty crazy to me.
Slowly rolling towards the live lanes, Gord is facing backwards.
The way it's hanging off my boom, I can't see anything. I'm relying on Al.
Okay, Gord, just hold it. You're hitting all the cones there.
But they can't make their move.
Your heart rate gets up. If anything goes wrong, it's going to happen here.
Until traffic slows down.
Watch yourself!
On Highway 1,
Watch yourself!
Al and Gord are working back to back, waiting for a break in traffic to maneuver a 10,000-pound container across the highway.
You okay back there, Gord?
Yes, it's fine.
Okay, bring her across, back her across. You're doing good.
We have to maneuver this thing over onto an exit. This is a real dangerous part of this operation.
Finally, traffic is held back, so Al and Gord seize their chance.
Not so sharp, just straight the way you are now. Once you start turning, well, that changes the dynamics on how that tow truck is carrying the weight. We'll proceed with caution and hope for the best. Straighten her up, straight down the white line.
Floating just above the highway,
I think we're just about off here now.
Good work.
the choiring wreckers safely land the extraordinary move.
That's probably good right there for you. That was stressful. There's a quiet street where we can actually back another trailer underneath. I think we're clear. Bring them in. It's definitely a lot safer wherever we're doing this now. There you go. That's good. Okay, good. Right on.
Beautiful. Another successful night. Time to go home, have a shower. No more garbage. I can do without that smell.
Take care. I'm happy that the garbage is going on somebody else's truck. Gordy and I are out of there.
Just outside Hope.
A long day, but a good day, so all good.
Jamie's back from his long haul with the Mac.
Just getting back into town now. Happy to be done for the day.
His team finished the firewood wreck 2 hours ago.
You know, they pounded out a lot of work today, and that's pretty amazing. Recovery work can be fun. I miss doing that, but we're handling our long haul work, and it's good for our business.
Well, I put something in there. I'm not sure what it was, though. That'll go. Hey.
Hey, make it out, buddy.
Still trucking.
Cam seemed to handle everything pretty good. Guy knows what he's doing.
Got your coffee.
What do you got there?
I like working with Colin. We laugh a lot and have a good time, and we work pretty well together.
Oh, thanks for the coffee, Jim. Appreciate that.
We've got a great crew of people right now. That was a good job, though.
Everything went real nice.
I'm 100% confident in their recovery skills, so I can relax a little bit. I bet you just put a couple of low lines off the bottom and just yanked it out. Yeah. It's a perfect scenario.
Colin's like, well, we're going to throw a line over top.
Yeah, well, that's because I have a healthy fear of having one fall back over. Ping! Oh, there it goes.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was a bad night.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell. Frostbite,
She's a little brisk today.
And a frozen wreck.
Come on.
Forced Colin into a Cold War.
Oh,
A new face.
ah, you bugger.
Fights to hang on.
I need you to stick.
Whoa! And a bad break. Claims another piece of classic iron.
I don't want 5 bays of broke down trucks.